Welcome children. Today I am dealing with graphical representation of motion. So in that first one is position time graph, or what is another name, distance time graph. So the position time graph is otherwise known as which one? Distance time graph. And this slope of this distance time graph will give velocity of the object. So suppose if you are finding slope of distance time graph, that will give velocity of the object. Suppose I am drawing a distance time graph here. So this distance time graph, so when we are drawing, this time is taken along, so it is a graph with time along x direction and this distance along y direction. This position time graph is a graph drawn with time along x direction. So time is taken along x direction and position or distance along which direction? Y direction. Distance is taken along y direction. Okay. And suppose we are getting a graph, this is the origin, and suppose we are getting the graph like this. So this is a position time graph or distance time graph, and this is the initial position of the object. So x0 is the initial position of the object, and suppose I am taking any 2 points on this graph. So I am taking 2 points here, A, and another one point B. Then I told you the slope of this graph will give which quantity? Velocity. So first of all we have to find the slope of this graph. Okay. So for that we have taken 2 points here. So in order to find the slope, I have taken 2 points A and B here. So I am drawing perpendiculars from A and B to y direction as well as to which one? X direction. So I am drawing a perpendicular from A to y direction as well as to which one? X direction. And x direction we have taken which one? Time. So at position A, suppose I am taking time as which one? T1. And this one I am taking is distance covered, I am taking is x1. So x1 is the distance covered in time T1. Similarly, I have taken another one point B here. So we can draw perpendiculars to y direction as well as to x direction. And suppose this time we are taking is T2. And this distance covered I am taking is x2. So x2 is the distance covered by the object in time T2. Okay. And we want to find which one? Slope of this graph. So how will you find slope? We have to find the tan of angle made by this graph with the horizontal. So I am drawing a horizontal here. So this is the horizontal. So I am getting a triangle here. Okay. And this angle, suppose I am taking is alpha. Then tan alpha will give which one? Slope. Tan alpha will give slope of the graph. And this slope will give which quantity? Velocity. So this angle I am taking is alpha, and we got a triangle here. So from this triangle, what we have to find out? Tan alpha. Okay. So tan alpha, what is the formula? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side divided by adjacent side. So see here, what is opposite side? This much. Suppose I am taking this as B. So this is B, and this one I am taking C. Okay. So opposite side means BC. BC divided by adjacent side means what is that one? Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Adjacent side is C here, AC. So BC by AC. That means, so what is BC? This much is x2 and this much is x1. That means what is BC? x2 minus x1. So instead of BC, what we can write now? x2 minus x1 divided by, instead of AC, what we can write now? This much is T2 minus T1. So T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. But we know that this tan alpha will give which quantity? Velocity. So velocity of the object is given as V equals x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. So from the slope of distance time graph or position time graph, what we can find out? Velocity we can find out. And how will you find slope of a graph? We have to find the tan of angle made by the graph with the horizontal. Okay. So here tan alpha equals how much we are getting? BC by AC. That means x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. So this position time graph is a graph drawn with time along x direction and distance along y direction, and from the slope of this distance time graph we can find which quantity? Velocity. So next we have to study about the different types of which one? Distance time graph. Types of distance time graph. First one is when the object is at rest. That means the object is not at all moving. So when the time is increasing, distance is not at all increasing. Then what about this graph? So when you are drawing the graph, this time we are taking along x direction, and this distance we are taking along y direction. And suppose initially the body is at somewhere here. So this is the origin. And suppose the body is somewhere here and now it is stationary here. Okay. Only the time is increasing. What about distance? Distance is not increasing. That means the graph will be a straight line parallel to time axis. So the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. So this is the graph for which one? The object at rest. The graph for which graph? Distance time graph for object at rest. That means suppose I am giving the values of distance and time like this. Distance and time. So initially suppose this object is at somewhere 6 meter from the origin. So distance is now how much? 6. So time suppose 1 hour. And again at 2 hour also what about distance covered? 6. And again at 3 hour also what about distance covered? 6. And again at 4th hour also distance covered is 6. Then the graph will be like this. The graph will be a straight line parallel to time axis. Only the time is increasing because time will not stop. It is increasing. But what about distance covered? It is constant. Okay. Similarly, suppose distance covered also 0. Distance covered is 0 means, so how will you draw that graph? Because here already it covers a certain distance of 6 meter. But suppose it starts from the origin itself. So here this AB is the graph. So I am drawing a graph, time, distance. Okay, this is the origin. And now this object is at the origin itself. That means the graph will be along with which one? So along with the x-axis. So the graph will be along with the x-axis. So parallel to x-axis as well as it is going along with which one? Time axis. This is the graph for object at a rest. So it is a straight line parallel to which one? Time axis. Now second one. Body in uniform motion or at uniform speed. So we have to draw a distance time graph for a body in uniform motion, or we can say body is at uniform speed. So what is uniform motion? If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, that is called as uniform motion. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. That means suppose an object starts from here. Okay. And suppose here somewhere here is the final point. Take it as C. Okay. So initially it starts from O and reaches this point A. Okay. Reaches the point A. And this much distance, suppose I am taking 1 meter. 1 meter. And this much distance covered in 1 second. And similarly for the next 1 second. Next 1 second. Again this body covers how much distance? 1 meter. And again from B to C, the time taken is 1 second. And distance covered is how much? 1 meter. That means an equal distance is covered in equal time interval. The distance covered is same in equal interval of time. Then that motion is called as which one? Uniform motion. So in this case, what about the speed? Speed is constant. Constant, or we can say uniform speed. Constant or uniform speed. Because the object covers equal distance in equal interval of time. So speed is constant. So for this one, what about the graph? So what about the distance time graph for an object in uniform motion? So we are drawing a graph. In time, x-axis we have time. And y-axis we have distance. This is the origin. And the graph will be a straight line inclined to which one? Time axis. So this is the representation of distance time graph for uniform motion, or we can say at uniform speed. Suppose a body is moving with uniform speed, the distance time graph will be like this. Okay. Next is a distance time graph for accelerated motion. So accelerated motion means velocity is increasing with time. So velocity increases with time. So velocity is not constant here. Okay, so in the case of accelerated motion, velocity is increasing with the time. Velocity is not constant, and in this case, slope is increasing with the time. So whenever slope is increasing, we know that which one also will be increasing, velocity will be increasing, because slope of distance time graph will give which quantity, velocity. So whenever slope is increasing, velocity also will be increasing. So here the graph will be in the shape of upward parabola. The graph will be like this, upward parabola. So here we are taking time, and here we are taking distance, and this is the origin, and the graph of accelerated motion, distance time graph for accelerated motion will be an upward parabola. The shape will be an upward parabola. Upward parabola. And here we know that velocity is increasing with the time. So we are taking 2 points. I am taking 2 points here. Suppose a time t1. So initial time t1, I have taken 2 points here, and I want to find slope. That means I can construct a triangle here. Triangle here. And this angle is taken as alpha. And how will you find the slope here? Tan alpha. So tan alpha equals opposite side by adjacent side. And similarly, I am taking another 2 points at another time t2. Suppose this time I am taking t2. At another time t2, I have taken another 2 points. Okay, so this time is actually, this t2 is greater than which one? T1. Okay, so here also I want to find which one? Slope. So I want to check which one is greater. So which slope is greater? Okay, and this angle is alpha. And we can see that this angle is more than which one? This one. Okay, that is tan alpha is more here. Tan alpha is more when time is increasing. When time increases. So tan alpha increases when time increases. That means tan alpha increases means which one is increasing? Slope is increasing. And whenever slope is increasing, which one also will be increasing? Velocity will be increasing. Okay. So in the case of accelerated motion, this slope will be increasing with the time. Okay. And next we have to study which one? Decelerated motion. Okay. Decelerated motion. And here the graph will be a which one? Downward parabola. Okay. So I am drawing the graph here. So this is the graph for which one? Decelerated motion. So here we have taken time, and here we have taken distance, and this is the origin, and this graph will be which one? A downward parabola. Downward parabola. So decelerated motion means velocity is decreasing with time. Velocity decreases. Velocity is decreasing with the time. That means here slope will be decreasing with the time. Okay. So here I have taken 2 points. 2 points here. And I am finding the slope here. At initial time t1. This time I am taking t1. At initial time t1 I am finding the slope tan alpha. Okay. Tan alpha. Similarly I am finding another I am taking 2 more points here. Another 2 points. I am taking a triangle here. Okay, and we can see that this alpha is less than this one. Okay, that means tan alpha is decreasing. So tan alpha decreases. Tan alpha decreases when time increases. This is the second time I am taking T2. So tan alpha decreases when time increases. When time increases. So whenever tan alpha is decreasing, which one is decreasing? Slope is decreasing. And whenever slope is decreasing, which one will be decreasing? Velocity decreases. And that is called as decelerated motion. That means velocity is decreasing with respect to time. So slope is also decreasing with respect to time. But here in the case of accelerated motion, slope is increasing. So velocity is also increasing with the time. Some of the not possible conditions for distance time graph. These all graphs are not at all possible. So this will not happen. So first one is an object is moving with infinite speed. That means time remains constant. So in this graph we can see that time remains constant. time remains constant and distance is increasing. That is not at all possible because time when we cannot stop. So it is always increasing only. So this time remains constant here. That is not at all possible. Okay. So this graph is not at all possible. Here it is given, it is an infinite speed. The object is at infinite speed. That means time remains constant and this one is not possible. The next one is distance is decreasing with the time. Distance will not decrease with the time. Always whenever time is increasing, distance also will be increasing. So we cannot decrease distance with the time. Okay. So when the graph is like this only, so when the distance is decreasing with the time, the graph will be like a curve here. And this graph is also not possible because distance will not decrease with the time. The next one, representing two different positions at same time. So at same common, suppose this is a common time t1. And this same time represents two different positions. Here one position and here also another one position. So at same time, two positions cannot be shown. At one time we can show only one position. So at the same time we cannot show two different positions. Okay. This graph also not possible. So these are the some of the not possible conditions for which one? Distance time graph. Next is displacement time graph. So displacement time graph is a graph drawn with displacement along y-axis and time along x-axis. And different types of displacement time graph. First one, when the body is at rest. So see here, this is time. So time is along x direction and displacement along y direction. And suppose the body is at a position. So initially at a distance of suppose 5 meter from the origin. Okay. So now time is increasing. What about displacement? Displacement is same. It is not at all increasing. So displacement, that means the body is at a rest. It is not at all moving. And suppose the object is at the origin itself. And what is the graph? So it may be a straight line. It is along with which one? Time axis. So because the object is now at the origin itself, it is not at all moving. Only the time is increasing. So it is a straight line parallel to time axis. The next one, body moving with a constant velocity. Suppose the body is moving with a constant velocity. Velocity is constant. So the velocity is constant means what about acceleration? 0. So only if there is a change in velocity, there may be acceleration. So velocity constant means acceleration is 0. So in that case, the graph will be having only one slope. Because velocity is constant, it is having only one value. That means the graph will be having only one single slope. So what about the shape of the graph? The graph will be a straight line inclined to time axis. And this graph is having only one slope because the velocity is constant or uniform. Everywhere velocity is same. And what about acceleration? 0 acceleration. Okay. Displacement time graph for accelerated motion. That means velocity is increasing. Velocity is not constant. So here velocity is increasing. So velocity is increasing means which one is increasing from this graph? Slope will give velocity. That means slope is also increasing. Slope increases. So since the slope is increasing, velocity also increases. Okay, slope is increasing, velocity is also increasing. So what about the shape of the graph? The graph will be an upward parabola. The graph will be an upward parabola. So whenever velocity is increasing, the graph will be an upward parabola because slope is increasing there. The next case, decelerated motion. That means velocity is decreasing. So velocity is decreasing means what about the slope? Slope also decreases. Slope is decreasing. So when the slope is decreasing, which one will be decreasing? Velocity also will be decreasing. Okay, so here slope is decreasing, velocity also decreases. So it is a decelerated motion. Okay, and what about the shape of the graph? The graph will be a downward parabola. Downward parabola. So whenever the displacement time graph is a downward parabola, it shows that velocity is decreasing. And whenever displacement time graph is an upward parabola, it shows that velocity is increasing, slope is also increasing. Next graph is displacement decreases with time. So here when time is increasing, displacement is decreasing. But this type of graph is not possible for distance time because when time is increasing, distance cannot be decreased. So already travel distance is there itself. So we cannot decrease distance. But displacement will be decreasing with the time. So this graph is like this. So it is a So it shows a negative slope. So from here we are getting the slope as negative. So negative slope, that means we are getting negative velocity because here displacement is decreasing with the time. So whenever displacement is decreasing with the time, what about velocity? Velocity is negative. That means negative slope. So whenever negative slope comes means what about velocity? Velocity is negative, and this body comes back to the initial position with uniform velocity. Okay. So that means suppose it is a starting point. This is a starting point. And this body reaches to suppose 5 meter and is a final point, and this body is now coming back to which one? Coming back to the initial position. That means it is negative velocity. The slope is negative, as well as what about velocity? Velocity is negative, and this body is coming back to the original position with the uniform velocity. Okay. Now next one, displacement is becoming negative and then it is increasing. Suppose, so this is the initial displacement of the particle. Is 5 meters. So suppose 5 meters is the initial displacement, and this particle is having negative velocity. That means it is coming back to the initial position and it is going to another one, negative direction. It is going back to negative direction. So it is increasing in the negative direction. Okay. So in the positive direction it is decreasing with the time, and it is again increasing in which direction? Negative direction. Suppose this is taken as the origin. Okay. And this body is starting from, this is a starting point A. Suppose I am taking this as the A, and this much distance I am taking is 5 meter. Okay, 5 meter. And this body is traveling from A, reaches to the initial point. Okay, that means here it is negative velocity. Negative velocity. Or it is moving in negative direction. Then after reaching the origin, it is going increasing in which direction? The opposite direction. So in the opposite direction it is increasing. So it is increasing in the opposite direction. Okay. So here from the maximum displacement it is going to the initial condition, and then it is increasing in the opposite direction. Okay. So that is this graph. But here it is having a negative velocity and reaching to the initial position. But here after reaching the initial position it is going to the negative direction. It is increasing in the negative direction. So these are the different types of displacement time graph.